This castle strat here wins me 90% of my ranked games. In today's video, I'll be going over 5 strats for Emerald Plains that you need for your ranked games. But first, let's go over this castle strat that I just showed you on screen. Now, as you can see, you want a vaultable rotate next to the reinforced wall on the coffin wall. The reason that you do this is because it allows you to rotate, obviously, with the wall, which makes it to where you can castle this door, so your roamers still have a way to get back to sight, and you aren't exposed to this hallway if you want to play off of this wall for the orange stairs. Having this castled off also ensures that nobody gets on that window and holds a long angle into sight, and if they do, you'll know about it so you can easily be into sight and hold that long angle instead. More importantly, however, this vaultable rotate also serves as a way for you to hold an angle from the top of the stairs onto this rotate so that you can shoot anybody on the wall when it gets open. If you see, that is the outside wall. You can see it all the way from the top of orange stairs, and if you make the rotate a little bit more to the left like I did here, you can see it even clearer, and they're never gonna see this coming. But where do your other two castles go? Well, as castle, you're actually going to be playing top floor. The reason that you play top floor is because you're going to come into the utility closet here and open up the floor just like this. Once you've opened up this part of the floor, you can get a long angle onto the wall that we just talked about earlier. I get tons of kills from this spot because not many people know about it due to the fact that I actually invented this angle. And if you reinforce the walls to your right, then now they can't easily soft breach it and you can get cover for the angle that you're trying to hold. The only issue is they can get on this door, so your third castle barricade is going to go on this door. But also, they can go on this door. So, you guessed it, your last castle is going to go on this door just like this. These two castles here will provide you all the cover you need to hold this angle right here passively, and if anyone tries to break it or you're getting heavily contested, then you always have the route on orange stairs that you can take with the rotate that we talked about earlier to get back to sight safely. The only issue is they can come in this hallway and make it to where you're not able to do that, so having your proximity alarm on this doorway will alert you if anyone is doing that. But what I like to do personally is just open up the hatch, because a lot of the times they won't even think to take upstairs, and if they do, it's usually only 1 to 2 people, and you can waste a lot of time, so then you can just drop the hatch back into sight, and then hold the hatch, so they can't use it. And because a lot of this right here is not breakable, they can't even really use the hatch to its fullest advantage, because this wall prevents them from looking onto deep into dining. So either way, if they get the hatch, you can kind of just contest it. It doesn't give them much control anyways, so I like to break it and use it late in the round for a late round rotation. If you, however, choose to take this rotate back to sight instead of the hatch, then your last proximity alarm will go somewhere in the hallway, preferably like right there. This proximity alarm will alert you if anybody comes in the bathroom door or the reception door, or if somebody shoots it, that will alert you if anybody's in the hallway. So either way, you'll know if someone's in the hallway pretty easily. So if you choose to take the hatch or you choose to take this rotate, you will know if enemies are there and you'll have cover. So it's a pretty good strategy if you want to get some really long angles that most attackers don't know about. An even better strategy though is this Valkyrie strat for top floor. Your first Valkyrie camera is actually going to go on this light right here next to the wall that leads into the painting gallery. As you can see, it kind of just looks like the actual light bulb, so nobody's going to look at that and think, yup, that's a Valkyrie camera. It looks kind of like a Valkyrie camera because I have ultra settings on, but with even lower settings on, no one's going to think that that's a Valkyrie camera, not a single person. And as you can see, when you get on this camera, not only are you able to see the window hop in for the site plant and the window and the hallway, but you can also see the staircase as well, which is very nice. The next Valkyrie camera, you're going to go to the double window here and aim it at the top of the chandelier chain right there and throw it. It should land high up on the chain, and it blends in pretty well, contrary to what you might think, because no one's going to be having their crosshair all the way up there to look for a camera, and it can see pretty much everywhere on the map. This camera's pretty ridiculous. It can see in the window, it can see all of Green Hall, it can see into hunting, it can see into library, it can see bottom fireplace. It's a really, really nice camera for a lot of passive information in case that default camera right there gets shot. The only place that you have minimal information on is the green hallway. Now that camera did see a little bit of it, but not much, and because this is the most common place for attackers to push, you want a good camera for it. Well, the camera under this drum bench right here does the job just fine. This camera can see the door walk up for Green Hall, it can see every single room and cubby that leads into Green Hall, as well as even the green stairs, as well as anybody trying to get the wall open. So it's a multi-purpose camera that can be used even for just sound calls, and if you want to get maybe a nitro below next to the doorway to sight here, you can easily put a nitro cell right here downstairs, and as soon as you hear them get on the door or see them get on the door, you can blow it up for a free kill. But now that we're already upstairs, let's go over this Aruni strat for the painting gallery. Now, when making any Aruni strat, you need to know the top 3 most common places for attackers to push. In this case, it would be the door leading into statue and gallery, the door from Orange Hall, and the door from admin. Now, an Aruna gate for this door here specifically is good, because a lot of people will send smokes through this door to smoke off the little archway here to get a plant down behind one of the display cases. So having an Aruna gate to burn one or more of those smokes is great for you. Having an Aruna gate on this door as well is pretty good, because a lot of people like to rush from up orange stairs to get free kills, but having an Aruna gate here to stop them, or at least give you information when they break it, is also really nice. However, you don't want an Aruna gate on this door, even though people commonly will push from it. And we'll come back to why this is later. But for now, you want to make a rotate in between the sides. I personally like making it on the right side instead of the left side, because they can get on that window and watch the left side of this rotate. But if you make it on the right side, you have cover from behind the stone wall. It also makes it to where if you want to hide behind this corner while leaning to the left, you can easily kill anybody who walks in without your permission, and not be exposed to a rotate in the process. Once you've barricaded this double window to make sure they don't get a line of sight from library, then you'll put the third Aruna gate down, which won't be on this door, it will actually be on this door. The reason you put it on that door and not this door is because you actually typically rotate through this door, because you typically want control of this room as well. That's why people will reinforce these two walls, so they can easily rotate in this door without an attacker line of sight blocking them from doing so. Also, taking control of this room with optional feet holes right here as well makes it to where if somebody walks into the site to your left right here, then you can easily shoot their feet through the feet holes and they can't get the plant down. Optionally as well, I see people who have head holes right here, so you can do the exact same thing but from a longer distance, but a lot of the times in solo queue, your teammates will die because of these head holes because they don't know that they're here, so I honestly don't recommend doing this. Just put the feet holes here so that you can prone and do the exact same thing and make your teammates not die as easily. This Aruna gate right here also gives you information if they try to push your doorway and take control from you, so that's why I recommend you put it on that door and not this door. Also, if you're trying to rotate between these two rooms, the Aruna gate will actually deactivate making a sound, so you don't want that. Now with Aruni, I like bringing her bulletproof camera, and where I would put her bulletproof camera is on this wall. The reason you put it on this wall is because you can open up holes right here, and now you have a long line of sight onto anybody on the door, as well as an angle that you can use as a defender behind the bomb chassis to get some free peeks and some free kills. As you can see when I get on the camera, you can clearly see the door and zap any drones that come through. But we've been talking about nothing but defender strats. So let's go over this attacking zero strat for top floor. Now this can work for any of the top floor sites, but specifically this was made for the CEO office site. Now typically, a lot of people will push green hall. So as zero, you can give your teammates cameras when they push here. The first thing you're going to do is open up the window that goes into hunting hall. Then you're going to shoot a zero camera exactly right here. Then you can shoot the default camera with your zero camera, and now you have information onto anybody in library or the green hall. It's pretty much the same Valkyrie camera that we talked about in the second strat, but for zero instead. Once that is done, get on your drone and break this door, because you want to drone your hard left to make sure nobody can test you when you pull your zero camera out. Once your zero camera is out, back up till you're about in line with this case here and shoot your zero camera just like this. This zero camera will give you information onto anybody on the green stairs or in the green hall, which is great for you because, again, a lot of defenders will defend here due to the fact that a lot of attackers will attack here. So now you have two very good cameras to allow you and your team to push green hall because, like I said, attackers will push here, so it's really just good for your teammates. But zero specifically is really good for solo strats. So while your team is pushing the green hall, you're actually going to break open the door into archives right here and push the backside. Once you've done this, make sure that you drone yourself into archives so that nobody is sitting in a corner and is easily able to kill you. Then get on your zero camera to make sure no one's in library, and then you're just going to take statue control with your drone. Now, the zero camera I recommend you put in here is the one in the corner of statue like this. When you're pushing backside, this will give you all of the information that you need. Pair this up with your second camera inside of library, and now you know if they come through anywhere that they could possibly flank you from, except for the orange stairs, which, you guessed it, is where you're going to be putting your fourth camera. I recommend you put it in the top left corner right here so you don't have to swing out the doorway and get shot by a kid in the hallway, but also so that you can zap the camera here and also watch orange stairs, instead of just being able to watch the orange hallway. Now, every single staircase that they could possibly flank you from, the library stairs, the orange stairs, and the green stairs, you have a camera on, which not only supports you and your backside push, but it also supports your teammates, which is what zero is meant to do. Now, you can use that information and your drones to take sight, or if one of your teammates is dead, they can use it for flank cams, and you can get a free round win. An even better strat for attack, though, is this ram strat for attacking the bottom floor. As Ram, your goal is to get into the top floor. So if this is soft, which chances are it is whenever you're playing the bottom side, then you can easily put a Ram drone right here and then make sure that it's curved to the left and activate it. Because it's curved to the left, it will open up a large portion of the wall, while also turning left and opening up a large portion of this floor, and it'll give you a rotate, which is really, really good. This will allow you to see pretty much anybody in the left side of archives, as well as give you that angle that I talked about earlier for anybody sitting inside of freezer. You essentially turned the defense strat into the offensive strat with this vert angle. Once you're here and you have top floor control with drones or with teammates and angles like this, then is where you're going to use your next 2 ram drones. One is going to go across just like this, which will give you vert on the remainder of anybody sitting inside of dining, and even allows you to shoot people who are trying to hide in wine away from all of the vert. And then your last one, you're going to send just like this. This will get you all the vert that you will need to contest anybody in kitchen or anybody on the door that's contesting your people on the wall. The reason that I didn't put it going this way is because then it would open up feet holes like this on the wall, which people on the library stairs could use right here to get an angle onto your feet when you're in here playing vert. So I never really put my ram drones against walls like this for that specific reason. Instead, I sent them diagonally, which gives you the same amount of vert. And if you still want vert for this spot right here, you can pull out your shotgun and get it in 1 to 2 shots, as opposed to opening up a wall that can get you killed. Now you have vert on pretty much everything that you could possibly want to. You can even open up walls like this one right here with your shotgun to get some even crazier angles like this one, so you have it pretty much cut out for you. If you have a teammate with hard breaching charges or a Habana or a hard breacher in general, you can also open up the hatches with flank drones as well to make a hatch drop plant with Ram and her smokes. Or if you have flashes and your teammates don't have hard breaching charges, you can make your way down orange stairs after shooting that default camera and have the same exact approach. It doesn't really matter because either way you'll have smokes to get the plant down, so it should be a free round win. With that out of the way though, my name's Alka, check out this next video and I'll see you there. Later.